So I still have the same spread out here, but there's something else that I'm seeing here, which I'm making a part 2 to the video because I feel like this needs to be clarified because I'm seeing something and looking at it. So we have the Empress, we have the Wheel of Fortune, we have the Five of Swords, we have Six of Swords. Below the Empress, we have Two of Swords, Seven of Cups, the High Priestess, and King of Swords. Something that I'm seeing here, which I don't know if it came out clearly or not in the first part of this reading. Something that I'm seeing here with the Five of Swords and the High Priestess is that, so High Priestess gives you the information that you need, okay? This is your higher self connecting, tuning in, and communicating with you. Having that Five of Swords above is about this mentality that creates a sense of confusion, because I'm seeing it be connected with the Two of Swords where you're not seeing things clearly. So let me just use an example for this. Like the High Priestess is very clear on the direction that you're meant to go in, which I feel like was described totally in the reading, in the first part of this reading. As for what I'm seeing in an example that we can use to describe this is that you are standing in the middle of a pond right now, okay? And you're standing on a stone. The High Priestess is saying, you need to trust me here, and I need you to take the next step in front of you. And from your point of view of the Five of Swords, you can be looking and saying, there's not a stone there. I'm going to take that step and I'm going to fall into the water, and I don't want to fall into the water, and I'm not going to listen to you. But the High Priestess is telling you, you need to have faith here and I need you to trust me. But that Five of Swords is like, no, I don't want to do it. I don't see that stone in front of me. I don't want to take that step. And the High Priestess is like, okay, that's fine. You're going to be standing there because I'm telling you this is the way to go here. And then you move back into this place as the Five of Swords does. The Five of Swords is like looking around and being like, oh, I wish that I had some direction. And it's like, but you already got the direction. The High Priestess already told you what to be doing here. You just want the direction that you want. Like you want a boat to come so you can jump on it, but that's not going to happen. So I feel like this thing going on here where like you already got the information and you need to act on it, but you can be like, but I wanted a different type of information. And that's where this feeling of like, what's going on? Why aren't things clear? That's where it's coming from, because you already got the information that you needed, and there's a need to trust that, and there's a need to act on that. But you can't be staying in this energy, think that you're going to hear what you need to hear in that energy. It's like you have to get outside of your comfort zone in order to follow the direction of the High Priestess, because it's not in the vibrational match of the Five of Swords. If you're in the Five of Swords energy, you're not going to understand, you're not going to have clarity about the direction that you need to go in, meaning there's no way that you're going to be able to get off that stone unless you listen to the High Priestess. And High Priestess already told you the direction to go in. So something that I'm seeing here is that this feels like one of those times where it's like, just give me information that I want and advice that I want, so I don't have to get out of my comfort zone and can thrive in this situation. But you're not going to get both because they're not a match. Within the energy of that Five of Swords, you're not going to get the type of information that you need to like get off of that stone here. So you have to connect with the High Priestess, and there can be like a deep need for you to follow the wisdom of your higher self that is communicating with you. And without that, you're not going to be getting off of that stone, but you can be finding yourself back in this position where you're like, where's the advice? Where's the advice? Where's the advice? And it's like, you already got the advice. You just don't like it. You were already told what to do, you just don't want to do it, but it's not that the advice isn't there. So that's something that I'm seeing very clearly. And I'm not saying too, like, we don't really do that on purpose. Like, if we knew that we were doing that to ourselves, we wouldn't still be standing there. So this is something that you're learning to work with, where you're understanding this part of you that already got the advice of what to do here, you're just not taking action on it because you feel uncomfortable doing that. But don't trick yourself into believing that the advice wasn't there, because it was already given to you. Like, your higher self already came through and told you what you needed to do here. It's just uncomfortable to do it. You have to be open-minded here, and you're not feeling open-minded. But don't trip and say that the information isn't there, or that the wisdom isn't there, or that the guidance isn't there. Like, your guides are all around you. Your higher self has already connected with you, left you the voicemail. There's just this like wanting to delete it and be like, no, like, I need advice. And it's like, you keep getting the same advice over and over again. Like, that voicemail isn't going to change. The message of the high priestess isn't going to change. It's like doing the magic 8-ball with the high priestess. Like, maybe if I shake it this other way, it'll give me some advice that my ego is going to like, and then it'll help me out of that situation. But that's not how you're going to find the solution to this. So that's what I'm seeing be going on here. Like, this is something where you're going to have to make an empowered choice here. That is the information that the high priestess gives to you. If you are in a place of the 5 of Swords, it is not empowered. That is the ego. The ego is not feeling empowered. It will feel very uncomfortable in this situation. That is what the actual choice is, between empowerment or you being closed-minded, between you trusting your sense of direction here versus shutting it down because it's outside of your comfort zone. And that's ultimately the choice that you have. But it's not that the advice was confusing, and it's not that you didn't get the advice. Everything is already there. It's just a matter of choice here. It's a matter of willingness. And that's why we come back to this 5 of Swords of, there is a belief system. There is a belief that is getting in the way that must change in order for you to be a vibrational match with the high priestess that will very much deliver you to what you want. But that work is going to need to be had, and that's on you. That's the choice. It's like you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. Like, that's what's going on here within this scenario. You have been led to the water. You get to decide whether or not you engage with it.